morning, boys and girls of the internet. It's been a while since I made a little vlog. I meant to do a couple more vlogs here and there, but, you know, things go how it goes. So in less than 2 weeks, here it is, June 11th, it's Tuesday. In less than 2 weeks will be my birthday. Yay, happy birthday to me. How old am I gonna be? How old? Very old. An age that I didn't think about when I was a young one. I'm gonna be 40. 40. Is it time for my midlife crisis yet? I'm kidding. It's weird. Normally around my birthday, I kind of get not exactly freaked out or nothing, but I kind of get a little depressed. But I think like because of this work and me just not having time for anything, it seems I don't have time to get depressed. To get up and go to work and go do things and just go out and get up and do. Now, even though I haven't been vlogging much, one thing that I will say that has not been taking up much of my time, even the free time I used to have, or should I say, the free time I had that was taken up by photography, I'm not doing that much of it. In fact, it's been months since I had a photo shoot. And why? I've kind of lost motivation for it. It's unfortunate. I just don't know how to really capture it back. There are things that kind of made me lose confidence in my own photography. Related to kind of what I normally think about around my birthday time. Let's go this way. Like I said, I normally, around my birthday, I'm all like depressed and stuff. Because usually, I don't make too much of a big deal about my birthday. But holidays, birthdays, it sucks being alone for them. And not like completely alone. I got my friends, I got my family, but like, as you know, I don't have a significant other, and it's tough. It's tough to not have one around your birthday, or at least around special days. Like days like this. This is when you want to share it with someone you love. And yeah, I love my family. I care about my friends and stuff. So that's good. At least I have that. And that's usually when, I get kind of depressed about it. But this year, like, I haven't been. Maybe because, like, for the last, couple months, I've been telling myself, well, I'm going to turn 40. I'm going to be alone again on my birthday. It's going to be my 40th. I kind of told myself that I don't care. I'm turning 40, and maybe I've just stopped caring to find somebody. You know what I mean? That for normal people would be a depressing thought in itself, but it kind of doesn't bother me. Maybe it will, like later on. But at the moment, in the last couple of months, it really hasn't been on my mind. it's like, oh, are you dating anybody and stuff? Well, first of all, no one asked me that. They always know my situation anyways. But, it used to be where it was a big point of stress for me. Wow, that sun is creating a little bit of shadow across my face. Is that better? No? My chin's going to be in shadow, so it's going to look goofy as hell. Like before, I would be kind of, desperate to find somebody. And I'd use dating apps. I'd use dating websites. I would, maybe try to hit on or date people that I really shouldn't have been. I don't know. But, I've always been a shy person. And I've always been kind of bad with approaching women to ask them out. But I've had a lot of friends that were female who we were just friends and we just hung out. But to make that leap or to express any interest, in the few times in the past where some of the female friends I've had that I became interested in a more romantic way, I couldn't make that leap. I was always at if I make that leap, if it doesn't work, I'm going to lose a friend. And that was kind of like the excuse I told myself. Whether or not it was a valid excuse, who knows? Because in the end, the few female friends that I've had that I was interested in and I didn't take a shot with, I ended up losing anyways as friends. I'm not friends with these people anymore. And it hurts, it kind of, sucks that, there's a lot of people that I were generally wanting to be friends with, but they all, of course, they had lives, they went and moved on, and they went and got boyfriends and husbands and families and stuff. They started. But I've never got that want to push myself to ask anybody. Now, for these last couple of years, though, the opportunities to even meet somebody who would be remotely interested in dating me have dwindled to nothing. I've got to be honest, it's dwindled. And I mainly say that because, what's one thing that people think about? Oh, what's the easiest way to meet someone and ask them out on a date? Well, work, like coworkers. You work with people, sometimes you get to know them and you can ask them out. A lot of people don't like that, but for most people it's like, it's a big deal, just work. But right now, I work night shift at a tech support with 3 other guys. And I have been for the last couple of years, so I don't meet anybody at work. There's no opportunity to meet someone at work because I don't work with anybody. That's a romantic interest. Now, I am in a lot of social circles that surrounding nerd community stuff like cosplayers and people into comic books and stuff like that, and sci-fi. Just the local nerd community here, and that could be an area to find somebody. But here's the dilemma: it'd be a great area to find somebody in, this community, because I know a lot of them. But I'm old. I'm going to be 40. And a lot of people in this community, you go to comic conventions here, and the majority of them are in their early 20s or younger. The ones that are not, that are closer to my age, they're married, they got kids. What do you do? What do you do with that? So for the last couple of months, again, I just haven't been caring to look. It doesn't bother me. Will I start looking after I'm 40 and I could just like go, you know what? It's something I'm going to pursue. Maybe. But I got to thinking, you know, other than relationship stuff, here I am turning 40. Am I at a spot where I thought I would be when I was 40? No. No, I'm not. And I'm not alone in this. You know, there's many people who, as they age, they go like, I should have traveled more. You know, I wish I would have got this job, or I wish I would have done this. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is that like the midlife crisis of like you're reflecting back on your life and having some pangs of regret over the things that you should have been pursuing harder? Like me, I went to school for computer animation throughout my 20s. You know, I was going to school off and on because of jobs and stuff, but it took me like 10 years to finish school because of all that shit. You know, I'd get a job and it would interfere with my school and I'd have to drop classes. Or I would fuck up on a class and I'd have to drop the class and retake it again. But eventually I finished it because I wanted to either be in the video game industry or in the movie industry, you know, working on like animation, working with 3D graphics and stuff. Out here in New Mexico, there's nothing for that out here. There's no industry for that. And yeah, I could have, once I was done with school, really threw myself into polishing up a demo reel, some animation work. I can't show anybody any of the work that I've done while I was in school right now because it looks fucking terrible. There's people who just dabble in computer animation as a hobby right now that blows me away. You know, the amount of like realism in the quality that they're pumping out. Me, I can't do it anymore. I don't have that skill. I could probably regain some of my skill and probably learn some of the new things, new technologies come out, you know, since then. Because I'm talking about, you know, I graduated in 2009. Things changed since then. That's 10 years ago. God damn, 10 years ago. But, you know, I got a good full-time job at HP. I'm still at. And I just didn't have time to work on my animation. And I really wanted to. I wanted to, like, and I probably should have. Probably should have. I'm not going to say I didn't have time. I just didn't have the drive to make enough time for that type of thing. You know, again, I don't have kids. I didn't have a significant other. The time away from my work, I should have been, you know, in front of my computer making things. And I did for a while. Like I tried to start some projects, but then I just got like kind of frustrated with projects and did some other things. But I never completed anything, you know, worthy enough to make a resume with. Boy, that lighting sucks. I'm heading into the sun. I'm sorry. So that kind of fell by the wayside, and I completely, after, you know, a couple of years, I stopped even trying. And I worked, and on my free time, I'm like, I don't want to like look at a computer again, you know, all day. I just want to get out of the house or just not doing anything computer related. And I get it. I was in front of a computer for 40 hours a week. I didn't want to see a computer again, so I had to go to work. And then, fast forward a couple of years later, I had the idea that I would kind of want to try out photography. Now, why that came up, I don't know. But gave it a shot. It was fun. Bought a lot of equipment over the years. Practiced a lot. Watched a lot of tutorials. And, I think my photography is pretty good. But I haven't made a dime off it. It's not something that's paying any bills, which I really should. That's probably one of the reasons why I kind of got burnt out these last couple of months of it. Going back to what I said earlier about me not having the motivation for it, is because, I realized that I'm kind of doing the same shoots over and over again. And most of them are with similar, same people. And it just kind of just doing shoots for fun, which is fun. And I enjoy it. But they all started to be the same, and I wasn't getting any benefit from it other than revenue at that point, because I noticed I kind of, not exactly peaked, but I kind of peaked with what I had available to me in terms of, what I could do with my photography. So when I was kind of noticing my stuff, kind of hit a level where I wasn't really improving much. I was just kind of honing my stuff. I was like, okay, I'm honing. I would probably like to start to get paid to do this. But, at that point I was like, I'm doing the same thing. How am I going to do this? How am I going to throw myself into this at a level where I could start to make money off of it? And the problem is my job. I make good money at my job. I wouldn't say the best money, but I am driving a nice Dodge Charger, and I have spare money. But I work overnights, and I sleep all fucking day, and I don't have time, during the day or on my weekends to schedule and do professional photo shoots that I'm getting paid for. And not only that, I don't have the space for it. I don't have a studio. If I want to do studio shoots, yeah, I can rent studios, but if I'm not making money on it, why should I pay money to rent a studio? And that's something I've always wanted. I kind of wanted to, if I wanted to throw myself headlong into making my photography a business, I did want to, get like a small business loan and actually rent a studio that I could work out of and just do it that way, and get equipment that I needed, get and just bring in clients, maybe go, if I have to do a paid shoot that, at a location, yeah, I could do that. But the thing that was holding me back was my job. I have a good job. Should I risk my job to pursue a dream? And I don't know if I'm ready to do that, because I make good benefits, my health benefits and stuff, and I get paid well. I would have to sacrifice quite a lot to even try for my dream. Now, I don't even know if I'll be successful at my dream if I try for it. And that's me just doubting myself. And I don't know what to do with that. And so, I'm turning 40, and that's the kind of stuff I've been reflecting on. I told my friends, I messaged my friends with these kind of concerns, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, I'm burnt out with photography. You know, I want to turn to a business, but I don't know how right now. I don't know how I can work it without leaving my job. I kind of want to throw myself back into animation. Maybe try to, like, you know, relearn Unreal Engine, the free game developing engine, and try to make my own game. Maybe I'll try that with my free time. I don't know. When you age, you start to reflect on yourself. You reflect on your, you know, what you have done and what you can't change because time has passed and nothing you can do about it. So that's what I'm doing. I've been reflecting. I'm not depressed about it yet. I don't know if I will start to be depressed, but so don't worry about me yet. I might make another video soon with more thoughts. This is just something that was been on my mind this morning, and I just kind of want to talk about it. So yeah, do you guys have any past life regrets? No matter what your age is, you can always look back in the last couple of years and go, I should have done this, or maybe if I did this differently, where would I be now? You know, because everything you do in life, you don't realize it, but it changes your path. You know, every little thing you do, doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's the most minute little thing, and it could change the trajectory of your life forever. And you wouldn't know it because you can only do your path once. So where's my path going to lead me after I'm 40? I don't know. I have a crossroads. See you at the crossroads. Sorry, I won't submit you to that. And I don't know where to go from there. Help me out. Where do I go? Because I really don't know. I can't. It's hard to do it on my own, though. To face these paths by myself. I have support with my family and stuff, my friends, but I'll leave it at that. So, thank you all for watching. I'll make another video maybe next week or so, or right around my birthday time. I'm gonna go out for like a little party thing for my birthday. So, talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. I love you.